Back on the drink, yes.
On the drink.
Cheers to you again, Pam. Thank you for your awesome knowledge for butterflies and other insects that I'd never even heard of. So thank you.
So you may not want to come to my house. I'm just saying. Be prepared.
No, actually, after this, I may want to take a full field trip and be like, "What the hell?
What is this?
You kid? What? Huh? No."
Well, especially my stick bugs. When I like I said, I think they're so cute, but they're fairly long. So you're looking at about 10 inches, 11 inches long. So my kids will hold them, take them out. Their friends are coming over, and the moms are like, "Oh my god!" And my kids are like, "Hey," so yeah, right.
Well, no, but it actually that just brings up a good point. Is like, I feel like a lot of kids, or at least maybe older, I guess, or younger teens, like between like maybe like I don't know, 8 to like 12 maybe, or even 12 to like younger, like 5 or whatever. They may see insects and be like, "Oh my god, like that's gross." Like there's some kids that are just deathly afraid of like anything that moves, and it's like that's good that you're kind of you're getting your kids or kid adjusted to that and used to it, because then they're just like, "Oh cool, stick bugger. Oh cool, a scorpion. Like, hey, crawl on my hand, why don't you?" And then other kids are like, "What the is going on here?" like, "Oh my god, like Timmy has a freaking scorpion or tarantula on his hand." Then he's just like, "Hey, check it out. He won't do anything, but they could no, but what? Yeah, exactly. Like your kid could be like an extension of you. Be like, "Hey, like this is what's so cool about this thing,
Yeah, that's how it starts. That's
yeah,
a little bit of,
and it works really well for like even butterflies too, because you could just be like, "Here, like it's gonna be on your nose, but it's not gonna do anything." Then they're like, "Ooh, like pretty."
Oh, I have videos. I mean, I have videos. Well, actually, that's a great point you bring up, because one of the first questions, I love, for example, the Scouts. You would think the Scouts are a little more knowledgeable, but you take the Girl Scouts, and they're taught, kids are taught, because they see it, someone react to an insect. "Oh, it's a moth," and they freak out.
Yeah.
It's learned behavior. So, that's okay. So I'm fighting those odds, right? Which I totally get. So when I say, when you go exploring in the woods, which so many kids really don't these days, but
No, I try to take my niece and nephew out once in a while and go into the forest and just to be out there and see what's up. And like I'm sorry to cut you off, but like my niece is like, "Oh, this is cool," and then my nephew's like, "Oh my god, what was that? Oh my god, what was that?" I'm like, "Dude, chill. Like nothing's gonna hurt you." Like that's why I was saying, like, showing the younger kids like it's okay, like nothing's gonna, not that nothing's gonna hurt you, but being more used to it and more aware of like what can do what is very helpful.
Well, I think if you know something, and especially if you touch something, which when I do my programs, I bring the live butterflies. I want those kids to hold them. I want their, take pictures of them, because that, I think, is the only way that you really, it really makes an impression on someone. That's how you're really changing things.
Well, yeah, there's countless benefits to that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like for example, you were just saying that, you could teach little kids like the benefits of monarch butterflies, or if there's any for scorpions, which I don't know if you just touched on yet, but like what I'm saying is getting used to them and really learning like how they work within the ecosystem is definitely beneficial.
Oh yeah. And it's sad that the kids, respond is mosquitoes and ticks, and I don't go in the woods. And that's heartbreaking. So when I do my programs, I love bringing up all of the different diversity that you can find in there. And it's not just mosquitoes and bugs. You could find a flying...
Those guys are just nuisance, if anything.
Okay.
I mean, me personally, I've dealt with mosquitoes and flies, as much as the next guy. They're just annoying. However, maybe I don't know something that that you're like, no, they're actually like kind of essential. I mean, I don't even know. Like, you could probably verify that.
Well, I think it's funny that of all the insects you bring up the mosquito, nobody knows why the frig they're here. Like the only purpose, they are of course a food source for some species, primarily
Actually,
dragonflies.
yeah, that bats eat mosquitoes
Mhm.
and possums eat a lot of ticks.
Ticks,
I
yes,
know that one.
yeah, and dragonflies eat. That's their number one food source is mosquitoes. So even their
Oh yeah,
larvae,
dragonflies do eat mosquitoes, right?
yeah, like 300 an hour, something crazy. Yeah, they can like really scoop up. But they start out in the water. Mosquitoes, their larva is in the water, and so there's a delicious smorgasbord right there. So they've evolved to eat the mosquitoes, which is kind of cool. But we do have invasive species here, like the tiger mosquito right now, which is like relatively new, maybe 10 years or so.
Wait,
Which
what was that? A tiger mosquito?
yes, yeah, it's a different species than our native species that came in on tires, or, from an import. And if you notice the mosquitoes when you're outside now, it's they don't just come out at dusk, which they used to. Now they come out, they're out all day. They're more aggressive, so they'll follow you around. They're more sensitive to your CO2. And,
Oh.
yeah, they're not from here. So they're not a common species to eat. They don't, they don't taste like our species. So a lot of things don't eat them.
Wait,
You know,
can you just spell that they're tiger or tire?
tiger, like a
Like as
G.
in the animal tiger. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No, because I thought I heard you say tire, like as in a wheel tire,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
I thought I heard you say tiger, so I just wanted to clarify that. But
Yeah.
a tiger mosquito.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's
I'm
the
looking that up right now.
common name. I would have to look up the species name, but you can see they're different. They have like the white spots on them. Oh, I still have.
What? That is weird.
No, it's actually more common than you think. We have so
What,
many.
tiger mosquitoes?
Well, they're the more prolific ones right now that are just they drive everybody crazy. But the point you were saying is,
I'm just sharing my screen right now just so I could show what this actually looks like.
yeah, right.
Okay, so like this one right here, that's a tiger
There you
mosquito.
go. Yep, that's a naughty little guy right there.
Oof.
Yeah, yeah. So they are. They're annoying. So what is the purpose for them? Technically, a tiny bit of the food source. So it's important. I mean, it could be. That's really all.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Yeah. Okay. Do you
I
want
don't
to know
mean
what
to interrupt
interesting?
you. They like because the white spots and everything. That just looks creepy. It looks like it's like poisonous.
Well, they are. I mean, if you think about it, they pierce your skin, right? And then they have a proboscis, a tongue that's on the inside, and it
Of this
shoots
thing,
down.
right?
Yeah. So it injects like something similar to what leeches have, and I can't think of the name of it, but it kind of numbs the skin, so you don't feel anything. You don't feel the itch. You generally they're almost done. So it injects that, and then it withdraws the blood, and it's also helps uncoagulate it. Obviously, that there's saliva, and it's the saliva that causes that bump on us. That it's a reaction to the toxin that they put in you. So only the females bite, though. Just figured I'd let you know that one. The
Only
males,
the females bite.
right? They need that to that protein to reproduce. But the males are the ones everyone's scared of. The males are the big ones that you catch by your window at night or something. They're flipping around all clumsy with these big long legs. Um, but it's these little females. They're the nasty ones, the little bloodsuckers.
Oh, those are the ones that I was probably
Yeah,
swiping to get
terribly
that,
annoying.
get away. And then they're like, nope, I'm still coming back.
Yeah.
Which actually, I know a fun fact about mosquitoes is,
Oh, I love it. Bring it.
uh, I mean, you probably know this. I
No,
assume you
probably.
do. But anyway, so like right here, the needle that goes in,
The
right?
proboscis.
What is it called again?
That's the proboscis.
Their
Like
proboscis.
the
You're
tongue.
gonna have to like send me all these words so I could like put them like on the lower part of the screen so people know
Yeah,
how
I
to
could give you like a little like
spell it. A
diagram.
little spelling bee kind of thing over here.
Yeah.
So like right here,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same for all mosquitoes, but the general regular mosquito that we find here, there's actually there's 9 very narrow, thin needles that actually puncture the skin, and then one needle actually goes into the bloodstream and sucks the blood.
Yes.
It's actually 9 needles.
Is the saliva and the toxin, right? Isn't that disgusting?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you look up a close up because of their face, they look like terrible aliens. They look like something from Star Wars. Those I don't think they're cute, but again, they're fascinating, you know. And I love dragonflies, so by all means.
Oh my God, is that it right here?
No, well, that's a mosquito though.
All right, well.
But you want to look.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, look at macro shots. I like dropped my. See, look, yeah.
Oh, because I spelled. Okay.
Right,
I can't look anything up. I just put tiger mosquito in a regular actual tiger.
Look at those little fuzzy moths. Are they not freaking adorable?
I mean, I don't know about adorable in my personal opinion.
Well, not the mosquito. But
you're just like, oh my God, it looks so cute, and I'm just like, eh.
They look like little fuzzy, like.
Oh my God, what the hell is that?
That's some type of a.
That's definitely not a mosquito. That's like some kind of other
like maybe
thing.
a warrior.
I think that's a type of beetle. Oh, there we go. That's more. That's so weird.
Yeah,
Man, look at that thing. That's a giant freaking needle.
Isn't that nasty? They're so nasty.
Oh my God, it's so pretty and adorable. Not.
No, not those. I don't like them all. I respect them all. I understand.
Oh no, I respect all species, or at least I try to.
Yeah, but there are things like, why is the mosquito really here? It does nothing.
Well, that's why I actually, because I almost hit a possum on the way into work like late summer, because I was going in at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden I just see him scurrying across the road. And I'm like, what the hell is the purpose of a possum? So I just asked Google, and it's like, yeah, they eat ticks. Like, if it wasn't for a possum, ticks would be like freaking rats, like just going all over the place.
Yes, they'd be all over.
Who knows how the hell we would be right now?
Yeah, probably a little dry. We'd probably need like a transfusion.
Transfusion? I think we need a blood drive like every day. Or we. Oh, okay. Anyway, no more about dying. Cool.
Yeah.
But
interesting. You know, I think there's.
No, it's interesting.
There's a point to everything. Like there is every insect. Okay. How about the cave cricket? I get that question.
Which one?
The cave cricket. It's a. You can look that one up too for your. It's pretty ugly. It's a cross between, let's say, a daddy longlegs, a tick, and a flea.
What? Wait. Okay, you're gonna have to. Can you spell
cave, again? As if you're going into a cave, or it's sometimes called
cave.
Okay. Normal cricket.
Cave cricket.
Yeah.
Okay.
So look that way.
This is why I need a right-hand man for my show, which I will shortly.
Or I could send you pictures.
No, yeah, you could send me pictures. I'm also gonna actually. I just looked it up, so hold on.
Would it be easier for me to look up than having you do it?
You can. It doesn't matter. Oh, these. Oh, what they're sprickets.
Yeah. So if you look at them.
Oh my God, those things are annoying and gross.
They're kind of ugly. Yes, they are. Yeah, and yeah, right. They're pretty gross looking. But I
thought you were gonna say, "Oh my God, they're so adorable." I'm like, okay, we're done with the show.
Like that's it. You're strange, but now you're too strange. Yeah, they can be quite, but they are a great food source. They're omnivores, so they eat. Not only are they predatory, but they eat the molds. They eat stuff that will help your shed out. They like it dark, hence the name, mole cricket or cave cricket.
Wait, what? Wait, these guys eat moles?
No, the nickname is also a mole cricket.
Okay. I thought, okay.
But that would be interesting, right? In the middle of the night, they like.
Yeah, like a mole is like freaking I don't know, 50 of these things put together, more.
Yeah, but they're again, people are like, I hate them. They're disgusting. What's the purpose?
Oh my God, that thing is gross as hell.
Yeah, it kind of looks like an Alaskan crab. for a minute. At least
Actually,
they
kind of, but it also looks like a demented, like deformed thing.
Oh, there was that movie Tremors. It reminds me of one of those bugs. It was a terrible movie.
Okay, I'm done looking at these. It's just gross.
Yeah, they're gross, but they do have a good purpose as well. They're a great food source. They help out, the ecosystem. Everything that
Really?
they symbiotic. So even though they're really gross, I will have to say, even then. Oh, and let's see, they jump at you, right? Have you ever opened up a shed or gone to a cellar and they literally start jumping at you? It's
I don't know
actually
about jumping at me, but they do jump around, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's their way of startling something that's trying to eat them, is they go on the attack first.
Oh, so that's like a defense mechanism?
Yeah, yeah. So they
Really?
like people are like they're always trying to jump at me. Yeah, they are. Like, yes, they
That's
are.
an accurate statement.
They're trying to freak you out, and it's working. Yeah. So I mean, I think everything has its.
Just make sure you don't open your mouth.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're a dog, maybe. My dog used to love palmetto bugs. The ones cicadas.
Oh, those huge, loud
Yeah, in the
moth
summertime.
things.
Yeah, it's how you know it's August, because all you hear is that high pitched ringing, is their wings vibrating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of like that time of year though.
I love it. Yeah, it's a really really cool time. But anyway, so yeah, so it's kind of like that, where my dog would love summertime walks, because at the end of the summer when they start dropping, she would eat them like friggin' pretzels. We'd be walking down the road and just crunch, crunch, crunch like little Snicker bars. It was just loved catching them.
Oh, these things.
The big cicadas.
Yeah. Hold on.
They're cool.
These things, right?
Yes, those aren't native to us, but we do have cicadas. But yeah, they're big. They're pretty big and they're juicy. And if you ask a dog, they're delicious.
Well, don't they say that a lot of like butterflies are even just regular? I think those are mating. Cool.
Yes, that one is coming out of its exoskeleton. So I actually have a couple of
This
those.
one is?
Yeah. So when we talked about that molt process,
Right.
so that hard brown part that you're looking at is actually its exoskeleton. The fresh greenish white color is it coming out of there, but now see its wings.
Wait, so old, new? You went muted too, by the way.
How did I do that?
No, I think your connection just kind of went out and then came back in.
Oh, okay. So
Oh, that
yeah,
looks pretty cool.
they're pretty cool.
So like what? So then, what are the purpose of these then? Where they're just like
Amazing
food source for other animals?
Yeah, for other animals, and believe it or not, they help the well, like anything, there's chemical compounds in our soil, microbes that exist symbiotically with fungus, or different bacteria, different insects. So those particular insects, cicadas, burrow under the ground. You've heard of like the 17-year cicada. So
Yeah.
during that time, there's a multitude of benefits, even from something as simple as them hibernating. The aerating the soil, their organic decomposition. There's just so many. Something so little is not only helping the soil; it's helping the food. It's a bird eats it, and then something. It just works up the food chain. So. But they're nice and fat and juicy, and they sound really pretty. I think, they're kind of cool. So good food and good for the soil, and really interesting to watch.
Wait. Hold on. No, I can't hear you. You ended at soil, and then that was it.
Okay, I didn't need it. It keeps
Okay,
saying
well,
my internet is unstable. I think that's what it is.
yeah, it is because your bars keep going red and then white.
Okay. Well, it's okay, because I spared your audience a bunch of really silly information about a cicada aerating the soil.
All right.
This is the worst boring pot.
No, I mean I'm learning a lot already, so I'm cool with it. I hope if people watch this, I hope they learn a couple things about butterflies and other insects. that we're
Well,
talking
I
about.
love questions. So if anyone has a question like, what were you talking about? Email me.
Oh, trust me, we're gonna get to all the credits in a few minutes. Um, so like we're talking all this stuff about like you know monarch butterfly, what it does, cicada, what it does, all this kind of stuff, what they do. So like, what are some, I guess, solution? Well, what are some issues that have been going on, and then like, what are some possible solutions that we can either take in our daily life or take by voting or produce?
Okay. Well,
Sorry for like the two-part long question, but
it is. So I'll try not to get too wordy. So some of the problems all animal species are facing right now, right? It's not just our insects, our butterflies. It's not just you know, it's everything. Everything is suffering. Water shortages and toxic rivers, et cetera, et cetera. And you're bombarded with all of this information, and I think a lot of people just feel, well, there's nothing I can do. It's hopeless.
right, yeah, I definitely agree with like there's kind of like a lack of
Debbie
hope.
Downer. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you watch even these commercials and due to human activity, all of these blue whales will be extinct. It's pretty depressing. So
Well, yeah, yeah, because you're like,
losing,
wow, well, you're making it seem like there's literally
there's
no
nothing I
hope
can
for us,
do.
so fuck it, I'm not gonna do
Yeah.
anything. But
And they're
like,
not teaching. Yeah. Like, okay, well, this is, like one of those Humane Society commercials. You're like, please, Sarah McLachlan, just stop it. But,
that with the Amazing Grace and the ASPCA.
right. Yeah, but there really is these little tiny things we can do. And then there's, of course, really big things we can do and how far we want to take it. But
Well, let's start with the small activities.
all right, so something small would be adding some native plants to your yard, pulling out the Chinese wisteria or pulling out something that necessarily doesn't belong, and put an apple tree, put some echinacea or some daisies that belong, or these little tiny thing. I tell my kids when I do something, do we want to help the butterflies? Yeah, okay. Well, if everyone just put one pot of flowers out, just one, on a deck, on a porch, in their yard, the amount of benefits from that would be astronomical. Think about that, everyone, because we don't have these big spaces that we used to have, right? There's more and more people. So you take more and more people and at least you add a little bit of space to what normally isn't there. Amazing. We could do so much. I'm definitely going to plug Doug Tallamy, who is world renowned. His studies have just, I was lucky enough to meet him at a conference. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he has this great book called Bringing Nature Home, and he talks about the difference that we can make in such a small space can be so sustainable for the environment that the simplest effort can, and he kind of explains that a little bit more. So I would love to put that on your website, like throw that out for people who don't understand, well, how can I make a difference? Just put a pot of flowers that aren't poisoned.
That's it. Just a pot of flowers.
Yeah, pot of flowers. How about you do something simple like learning what fertilizing your lawn, what it really does. And
fertilizing your lawn? Oh my God, please don't. No, we're not going down that path already.
oh, because you spoke to Grace Ann, so I'm not going there.
Well, not even that, but just from working for Clean Water Action, I met a guy that pretty much knows a lot about lawns and fertilizer and what that does.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'll just say that for another episode.
Yeah, they can look that up
for another hour about that. But anyway, so
yeah, you could do something simple like that. Learn how to use more organic insect control. Hey, I don't like mosquitoes either. I don't want to sit around with my friends or family and be chewed on by stuff. I hear you.
Right.
But there's alternatives to spraying your yard.
I also have an all-natural bug spray that I'm going to be coming out with in the spring. So let me know if you want it.
Yes, absolutely. Is it oil? Is it like a roll-on or?
Yeah, it's all essential oils.
I'm in. Yes, I have
Natural essential oils. I used to make it last year, and I was working with one of my buddies, and then that didn't work due to other complications. But I'm going to be starting my own thing this spring, so definitely let me know if you wanna try it out.
yes, absolutely. So I'm assuming citronella and mint or lavender or just kind of a secret blend.
It's gonna be a combination of a few things. Citronella is gonna be one of them because citronella just does actually smell good.
I
But I've also
know.
gotten a few things of feedback from friends that have actually tried what I was selling last year, and they're like, "Dude, I need more of that." I'm like, "You got
Oh,
it."
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they loved it. I'm just gonna like kind of
You want to
switch a
change?
couple things out so I'm not like copying what I was doing before. Just make it
Okay.
better.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds great though. That is.
Yeah,
That's
so
fantastic.
I'll keep you in the loop on that, and I'll
No, I
keep.
want some. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
for
get
sure.
it.
Um, but I'm sorry, we just went on a rant about that. So like, if you could name like three plants that we could just plant in our yard right now, that, or maybe not right now, but during like the spring, that they could just flourish and bring
Oh, good point.
some lovely friends around.
Ah, okay. So that's a good point. All right. So another way that you can get to someone as far as education is you may not like bugs. You don't want to talk about bugs, but most people like to talk about money, right?
Well,
So
yeah, a lot
yeah,
of things depend on money. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, money is, like, listen, I don't care about bugs, but I care about money. Okay, so
It's all
um,
about the money, money, money.
that's right. So think about the billions and billions of dollars spent on not only local landscapers, but business and agriculture. There's it's billions, trillions. I don't even know, and their practices are really most of them wrong, which is so sad. But you're paying all of this money to have this ornamental, I'm going to say invasive species, because a lot of our plants that are sold are, Asian bockwood and hosta flowers or different things that don't belong here,
Wait,
right?
so hostas are actually invasive species?
They're actually from Asia.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that interesting? So that's why
No,
you really don't
I
see.
didn't really know that just because like my parents like love hostas.
Oh,
They're
I
like,
do
oh my god,
too.
these are great, blah blah blah.
Great fillers. Yeah, nothing eats them because nothing has evolved to eat them, which is why rabbits will eat them.
So
A
like,
rabbit.
are those like actually bad for, I guess, our area specifically, or just like
No,
it's
I
not
mean, the
just
thing
because
is,
they're just not native, they're just not native.
well, there's a difference. Okay, and of course, this is a different. You have different mindsets, but um, you have an invasive species, which is something that doesn't belong here, and there has been nothing that has evolved to live with it. Some of the invasive species, like certain plants, for example, will send out toxins into the soil to kill the
Right.
native species around them. So they're
Uh,
literally attacking our ecosystem. Or, you know, Chinese wisteria, this plant that is so beautiful. It really is, with these purple little, great leaves that fall down. Um, that is choking out our trees, and the canopy is killing all of our native species. So there's all these different plants which we don't know about. So when you look at what can I plant right now in the spring, oh, we can do, I would personally go seasonal so you can kind of layer it. But you're going to save money if you use native plants because they don't require the same, you don't have to fertilize them. They're used to our soil. In South Jersey, where I am, we have clay, sand. It's awful, from where I grew up in the mountains where the soil is black and thick and you can dig up a salamander or a worm or something. Um, Down here, you could lift over a log and you're not going to find really anything but a spider.
no, yeah, you don't find
So,
anything really anymore.
right? But you do see flowers growing out of that because they've adapted to our soil. So rather than you spending $3,000 on a bush that doesn't belong here and provides nothing to the environment, bring in a native high bush blueberry. And that not only feeds the birds, it's beautiful, has amazing flowers, it's scented amazing, but you can go away for the summer and go wherever it is that you need to go to Canada, or you could be gone for several months and it doesn't need the water. It's adapted to our dry, harsh conditions. That's why it's a native species.
Oh,
So
so that's like a low maintenance plant.
Oh, all of them are. Yeah, all native species. That's why you have things growing out of sidewalks around here. Um, Things evolve to be in a specific type of environment. So you don't have to think about how much money. Think about the economy. I mean, granted, a lot of landscapers would be pissed off if they knew. Customers knew. But so little things, So not only could you make a difference in, let's say, the purple coneflower. There's one, echinacea, which is
All right, so
medicinal.
that one's two. Purple what?
It's a most people know it as a purple coneflower,
Okay.
or echinacea, right? That is used in medicine, but it's beautiful purple flower. It looks like a mini purple sunflower. People
Okay.
love it. Another great one would be black-eyed Susans, which are yellow and in black.
Ooh,
And
that's
they
cool.
not only, yeah, they're really, especially in a big group, they look beautiful. They're not too tall.
All right,
They're
so when I get my own house and everything, I'm just gonna have Pam come over, get all the native plants, decorate my whole garden, and I'll be good.
Yes, but you don't have, it doesn't have to be wild and unkempt. There's ways that you can do a very efficient modern looking garden and still be beneficial and save money. So you can
Right.
still have that perfectly manicured looking lawn, but if you change the plants, I guarantee you're going to save money, you're going to save water, and you're going to save the environment. So it's pretty simple. So that's two flowers I gave you. And how about the most important, I think, for my friend, the monarch butterfly, this one right here. This is the monarch. So
Yep.
the only food source for this butterfly in particular is milkweed. That's it. If there is no milkweed, there is no butterfly. There is no monarch.
We love our friends, the monarchs. Wait, you went silent. You went silent. Your network's like, nope, not playing with you today. What was that?
It's like, I can't hear.
I was about to be like, no comprende, no.
No,
Say something.
yeah, like I couldn't hear you. So is that, and I was saying about most important plants, that would be milkweed, which
Okay.
is the only food source for monarchs. And it's like 2 feet tall. You can put it anywhere. It doesn't have to be something big, and butterflies will come. Those are three local, low maintenance, throw down a seed, let it be kind of plant that just does amazing and looks beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And plus the colors work well together. So that's,
Yeah, but the more colors, the more awesome it looks anyway.
right. The more, diverse it is. And
Yeah.
the more diverse your plant life is, the more diverse your insect live, the more diverse your birds are, and so on and so on.
The more creatures come along, the more diverse we are, and then we just love each other.
Oh, wouldn't that be so nice?
In
Yeah,
that perfect world.
right? In a perfect world, that would. Well, let me tell you, in my house, I have.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, keep going.
Well, we have I do. I have obviously native plants, and I have a ponds, and I have trees, and I have like my little personal oasis.
I was
And
gonna say you have like a mini little house jungle in there. Let's be real here.
yeah, you could find my house when you're driving down the street and you see all these little box houses and stone, and then you come to my house with a white picket fence and like the flowers and stuff. Like, yeah, you could definitely tell. I had people who pull over to talk to me about my yard. I meet so many amazing people.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
it's really really cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's it's really fun. Um, so I don't know what the point of that story was, where we were at that.
Oh no, I was just asking you just ramble off a couple plants that would be native, low maintenance, and that would be great for your yard and bring back some of the
Grow.
insects and beautiful wildlife that we call monarchs and other creatures of insects and stuff like that. And you pretty much just nailed it. So
Yeah, and you don't have to be a good gardener, is I think the most important thing. A lot of people think, "Oh, I don't have a green thumb, I can't do this." Listen, they're made to be wind dispersal, which means the seeds can blow anywhere and propagate on their own. They don't need your attention. They don't need your,
we don't need to.
we got this, sister. We got this. So easy, totally easy. You don't have to be a genius. You just throw some seeds and let it happen.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's good stuff to talk to people about. And then, yeah. And then let me come over and when you and your wife get your stuff, and I'll give you a whole bunch of colors.
Oh, I don't have a wife yet or anything. But definitely would like to get my own house soon.
Yeah, well, all right. But
My
that's
lease
how.
is up here in May, so I have like 5 months to figure out what the hell I'm doing with my life.
Well,
But,
you're young. Yeah, you have plenty of time. You have
well, yeah, I
actually.
definitely do.
I'm
But
still doing that. I have
my
a lot of.
apartment, you have too many things in here.
No, you know what? I think that question actually, I don't think it ever goes away. Just like the thought, like, am I ever going to grow up? Like, is there a way that somehow my
Oh no,
thinking?
mentally I'm never gonna grow up, but
No,
I mean
yeah.
I'm gonna definitely act like an adult but play like a child. So that's my goal in life.
But that's the key to happiness. Yeah. So
Yeah. So I'm
absolutely.
like halfway there.
So, and you have to May, so you don't have to worry. You've got plenty of time.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy the winter. Enjoy your ears, the holidays. It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah. So all right, so I'm going to bring you to the final question of the evening that I ask everyone, and then we're going to call it a night.
Okay, you make it sound so scary and serious. Like I want like the big drum
Sorry,
roll.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
Like, and the question
You
is,
answer this question for the night without any
and
hesitation.
that's it.
Go.
No more drinking for you.
Oh.
Have you? Oh, anyway, I won't get on
Hey,
that.
cheers to you. Cheers to you,
Cheers.
girlfriend.
Cheers. Now I'm drinking a fine Smithwick's.
Hell yeah.
Good stuff.
Smith
Okay.
is good.
Final question.
All right. Well, the ultimate question of the night. So it's two questions, but I'll just start off with the first one for now. What does sustainability mean to Pamela?
Oh, well, oh, that's actually a very complex question because you have to look at, does it mean globally? Would it mean in your own?
Just like
Right?
your personal interpretation of sustainability.
Oh, well, I guess symbiotic would be the most simple explanation, right? So sustainability is something that we don't really have to muck with. If things are meant to work, they're meant to work. If species evolve, if we're capable of being sustainable, that means that we know how to treat the soil properly, not drain the soil, that we know how to grow our food healthy, keep our bodies healthy, keep our air healthy. Something very.
Oh, you went silent. Hold on. You went silent if you could hear me.
Do this. Jazz hands.
No, I was saying stop because I can't hear you. You cut out.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I was gonna go, oh, I'll do jazz hands. Jazz hands. I can't hear you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
All
so
right, the last thing I heard from you was pretty much like healthy food growing, being healthy for yourself, and then that's pretty much all I heard.
yeah, it's if we put in what we take out of the environment, then we can sustain a healthy way of life. If there is an unbalance, which there is, in severe ways, then nothing can last. So sustainable is something that can regenerate, that can regrow, that can resupply itself. And when that's removed, then it affects everything. So sustainability would be in my life. I have solar. I have, there's even ways you can redirect your electric company to make them use solar as opposed to electric. Anyway, I can get into that. But there's all different ways that you can change being sustainable, growing your own food. Granted, I live in Tom's River. I do not have a big garden, but I have enough where I can nosh on, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, right? That's all that counts. Grow some pickles, cucumbers, and I like making my own sauce. So,
Ooh.
yeah, pretty. See now.
Really briefly, what kind of sauce do you make?
Well, it depends. I like red wine. I like making it. Well, am I out? Wait.
No, I was waving to your son because he kind of peeked.
He's been trying to sneak in. I didn't see how close he got. Yeah, so I see this little. Did you see like a little nose come in?
Pretty
My
much.
very good helper.
But anyway, so what kind of sauce do you make, and then we'll keep going.
Oh, well, I'm not Italian, so I can't call it gravy, so I call it sauce. I won't actually insult someone who's Italian, but I love making homemade tomato sauce. I you pick farms, so I blanch them, I peel them, cook them for hours.
Girl, I may have to try your sauce now.
Well, you know what? We might be able to trade. How about some Citroen?
All right. We can work something out here. We can work something out.
Mean ass sauce, let me tell you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be making some pasta soon, so.
Oh, and a fragiale.
Well, now it just gives me more incentive to make some pasta because now I could add some sauce to it. Mm.
Yeah, it's good. I know. Ooh, who does that? It's evil.
Yeah, right?
Oh, the Grinch. Doesn't the Grinch do that? One of the cartoons. He's like, yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Anyway.
All right, well then that's awesome. So
that was my final conclusion question. So did I do that? What is
Well, actually you answered the first part and actually you kind of answered the second question without me even telling you. I was gonna ask you, what do you do to become a more sustainable human being? And you just said you make your own sauce, so that's locally sourced.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like a terrible answer, though. I guess you didn't hear. It's like, so what do? I make my own sauce. Like, oh, that's contributing a lot, Pam. Thanks.
I mean, yeah, it's you make enough for yourself, so yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Well, you try to,
if any.
Yeah, if any, right? Yeah. You just try to set examples, and you start in your own yard, and you are able to add back into the soil and add back nutrients and water, how important that is. By not treating our yards with poison and having that, there's just so many different little things we can do. But sustainable is a renewable resource, and if we take care of things the way we're supposed to, then hopefully it'll be renewable and not gone. So yeah, I could do little things in your own house to make things better. And organic cooking is great. If you're going to make sauce, I'll give you the recipe too. You can post it. So anyway, so little things, tighten up your windows, save, on energy, watch your water consumption, watch your chemical consumption. So
what do you mean by chemical consumption?
Well, you can look at how many chemicals, and you probably know this too, since you're into oils, how many chemicals we are exposed to every day, which is unavoidable. You look at fabric softener, you can look at.
Every day? Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah, the fragrances.
That's definitely more than my two hands for sure.
I don't remember the statistics, but I remember taking course, I think it was called Living Simple. It was actually about organic oils, and they had mentioned some huge statistical number about how many chemicals you come into touch with.
I definitely know it's like a couple hundred. That's my guess.
It was something I don't know. I just remember wow, I had no idea. So we're just bombarded with all of these unnecessary things, cleaning our toilet bowls, putting blue goo, and there's just so many different things that we could do to make a difference, but learning is one of them. So pod shows like you, I have to thank you, because it's people like you who care and say, hey, I want to learn about that. And that's what makes it. So I thank you. I think that's really cool.
You thank me?
Yeah. Very good.
For what exactly? I'm sorry. I was reading what I was looking at.
Well, I think it's great that when you meet someone and they're interested in learning something new, and that's all it takes is for you to go in a conversation and go, hey, did you know butterflies taste with their feet? And you can start this whole conversation about the most amazing things. So
yeah, I'm going to start that. I'm going to start off a conversation with a fun fact about butterflies now. Hey, by the way, they taste with their feet. How cool is that? They're like, what? And I'm like, exactly. It's a good conversation starter, I'm not going to lie. Like,
yes, sir. Did you know I actually had a girl who had a, what do we call that? An insect fanny pack. Can you believe that?
Oh my God, yeah. I've learned so much on this freaking show, man. This specific episode, I've learned a lot about butterflies now, so that's cool.
Oh, that is cool. Well, good. I'm
I'm
glad. And thank
excited
you.
to now put native plants in my future yard and also in my parents' yard, so then they could be better.
And I have a website which is all informative. There's just so many great, articles to help you from the simple, basic things to, how you're affecting your soil and microbes.
Right.
So there's a whole plethora of information. So it's, just Endangered Wings at Weebly.com. Just look up Endangered Wings. And I'm very proud of my articles. I have people who write in and suggest that I should put this attachment or that attachment.
Oh, that's awesome.
About that. Oh, I love it. I have such great, so it's just a wealth of information. If you want to know more and want to know more about the butterflies, and there's some very simple things that you can do up to, you can be an expert, and I'm always learning and I'm always adding. So, if someone finds something too that they know and want to let me know, please. I love learning. I love questions. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, your website will be in the description below this video. In case they, for whatever reason, is there another portal, another way to get in contact with you besides that website?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter.
Okay.
Yep.
What's your name or handle?
It's always Endangered Wings.
Okay, same thing. Okay, cool.
So
Awesome.
Just look up Endangered Wings on there. Yeah. So, I do butterfly releases, and I come to, do all sorts of really cool programs. But the best is this awesome articles. You could find out some really funny, quirky. I have a weird sense of humor. I'm warning you. So there's, you'll find some memes in there and some really silly stuff. But
hey, we're the new normal anyway, so.
I think it's only on a washing machine. I've heard that. Ever hear that one? What is the definition of normal? And the answer is a cycle on a washing machine. There really is nothing normal but the cycle on a washing machine.
Oh, okay.
All right, sorry, stupid humor. But that's normal. What is the new normal? Who knows? Exactly. It's only a metal thing. Yeah.
All right, really quick before we end the show, because I do have to get to bed.
Yes. Go ahead.
Fun fact, I thought it was actually more than this, but I just kind of looked it up on the web. 23 toxic chemicals you come in contact with on a daily basis.
Do I know some of them?
No, I'm just saying the number.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, So
I feel like it's more, but that's just kind of like the first link that just popped up. So.
Yeah, I think. But if I wonder if you look at in the average household, is that what it's saying? In the average household, there's only 23.
Oh no, it literally just said like a almost like a subtitle kind of thing. It just said 23 toxic chemicals, or just 23 chemicals you come in contact with. Oh. I just typed in how many chemicals do you come in contact on a daily basis, and that just popped up. So it was just a rough search, so it wasn't anything in depth. And I can't hear you now. Oh, there we go.
Okay, I was gonna say, I have no idea what you're saying.
The new thing is jazz hands now.
What if we're saying goodbye? Jazz hands.
Yeah, right. But Pamela, it was awesome having you on the show. Thank you so much for being on.
Yeah, and thank you. And I'll email you some pictures. I know. I'm gonna go get another one. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers. I'm having having a protein shake, and then going to bed.
That's a good mix right there, vodka and protein.
Right? All the nutrition in 2 glasses. How awesome is that?
Just throw some bee pollen, it'll be 100%. There you go.
I do not support what I just said, by the way.
Nope, I heard nothing.
Podcast, just kidding around. But,
all right.
Business, go check out Pamela's website, endangeredwings.com, right?
Weebly.com. Yeah. You can Google Endangered Wings. I also have a Gmail address, etc. I'll come up.
All right, awesome. So endangeredwings.com. Go check her out. Go learn more about butterflies and other awesome-looking insects and creepy crawlers.
Yeah, and cuties, right? I mean, they're all adorable.
And cuties, too, yeah, for sure.
They're adorable. Yeah, so thank you.
And also, before we cut it out or finish for the night,
Mhm.
one ad that I'm going to definitely support because I may actually get a jar myself for the holiday is my friend Casey Reck. She she makes her own peanut brittle.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I love peanut brittle.
who doesn't?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Who wouldn't?
But so she makes her own peanut brittle, all handcrafted. She her like it's funny because when I think of my brittle, I think of it doesn't stick.
Okay.
Because a lot of other peanut brittles stick to your teeth,
Or too
right?
much caramel, yeah.
Or they're too chewy or whatever.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, because I've had it many times already, is hers doesn't stick to your teeth. It's very minimal to no stick at all.
Really?
Yeah,
That's a big selling bonus right there.
yeah. Her tagline is "It doesn't stick." So
Oh, how cool.
I've been doing these advertisements for her. She doesn't pay me or anything. None of these advertisements I get paid for.
That must be
Hopefully in the
good.
future I
Some
will,
good
but who
tapping,
knows?
right? Then some good
Huh?
brittle. That must be some good brittle then.
Oh no, it is.
Yeah.
It's good brittle, and I also just want to support a friend, so or
Yeah.
help at least. So I'm pretty sure she's been doing the a holiday sale. So if
Okay.
you go to mybrittle.com,
That's cool.
get
Are you gonna put
whatever.
that in the bottom too?
Yeah. There'll be a link. I'll even send you one personally.
Yes,
Um,
please.
for sure. Actually, a guy that I had 2 episodes ago, as I was talking about it, he was actually Googling it, and like he's like, "Oh yeah, all right, I just bought one." Yeah,
I'm assuming she does shipping, right?
she ships it. Yeah,
Okay. All right. So you're gonna put it in, but it's called something brittle. What is it called?
like it's spelled MY and then brittle. So
Oh.
mybrittle.com.
Okay.
You get whatever products you want. Enter in the promo code drink sust.
Like SUST.
Yeah, like drink as we're drinking, and then
Okay.
SUST. I'll send all this to you later too, so
Oh
you don't
wow. Okay.
rush
I'm
around.
so good at checking my emails.
Okay.
You must be like, hey, hello, hello.
All right. So you enter in that promo code at checkout, and you could get a small discount. Could be
Okay.
for a family friend, could be for a significant other, whoever.
Yes, for
But yeah,
myself. Can I do that?
or yourself. Treat yourself.
For myself. I'm
Exactly.
not sharing. I'm just saying, not sharing. Okay.
Like, no.
Not happening.
Right.
So yeah, I would love to know more, especially that it don't stick. That's pretty cool. That's very clever.
Yeah, it doesn't stick. Yeah, and she actually lives a town over from me, so I literally just ride my bike to her house and grab one. Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
I'm cool enough for that. I'm cool enough.
All right. I'd be plugging her too. Like, listen, I'll talk about it, but I got to get my cut. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
Where's my cut? Because damn, I'd be working for
Hey,
people.
who knows? Maybe she'll throw me a couple bucks for an advertisement whenever that happens. But
And hey,
other than
she's
that,
local.
I just like helping a friend. The money is just a bonus, but
That's
that
cool.
and also during the summer or even during the winter when they're open, Beach House Brewery in Belmar, because that's where I live.
Yeah.
Go help them out. Get a nice brew, a nice flight.
Oh,
Try out
yeah.
their
That
winter
sounds good.
brews because I'm sure you like IPAs and they have a few of them too.
Yes. I know. I'm a beer girl. I can't do the
Yeah.
wine. Just can't.
So yeah, do that and tell them
Alright.
that Ted from the drink sent you because the guy Steve actually knows me. So do
Okay.
that.
Ask for
Enjoy a
Steve.
nice brew with friends. Keep your mask
Alright.
on during these times too, by the way. Be safe.
Cool. That would be cool. Thank you.
And yeah, and buy a bottle of NJ Beach Badge vodka too, if you're into vodka.
Oh, all right. New Jersey Beach Badge vodka.
Yeah, all the information will be in the description on YouTube when I upload this. But yeah, I'm just telling you guys this now, and
Awesome.
then go help them out.
I will. I think that's great. I'm all for local. That's for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I have to get.
All
I
right.
have to get my. I might treat myself to a beach house sweatshirt, so at least I could be like, "Yo, what's up?
Oh,
Represent."
yeah, absolutely. Just don't tattoo it, and you'll be good.
No, I have no tattoos, even though I plan. I plan to get a tattoo, but anyway, that's nor here nor there. So I digress. But
Yes.
it was awesome having you on the show, Pam, and we have to do this like again next year as a little update on how you're doing and stuff. I'll have you on the show again, whatever.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I could try not to be so nerdy. I'll try to simplify it.
No, keep your nerdiness. I love it.
Sorry.
Whoever doesn't could be
Oh.
with themselves.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you.
But
Thank you.
all right, well, it was awesome having you on the show.
Yes,
Happy
and Merry
Friday.
Christmas. I hope you have a great holiday and stay safe. And
Yes, stay safe. Have a merry, awesome Christmas and New Year, and wear a mask when you go out. Hey, bud.
I know. I think I want to get that Chewbacca mask. How cool
Go
is that?
Chewbacca and be a Star Wars
I want the
fan.
sound effects though. Anyway. Okay. So yeah. That was pretty good. Wow. That was pretty good.
That was. I wasn't even trying. I was just like, yeah, whatever.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Thank you, though. So yeah. Other than that, have a great weekend.
All right. Thank you so much. I don't know how to hang up, so you might have to hang up first.
Sorry, I'll just end the whole thing for all of us.
That one right there.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you so much for having me. Merry Christmas.
Of course. Be safe, everyone. What's up, man? D-man.
Helper. Yes. Brings me my beer.
Right?
Okay. Bye.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching The Drink Sustainability. Warning. As you watch the show, be sure to clink at your own risk. Drinks may not appear the way that they seem.